Hello, this is the G-Man of VAP because my opinion is just that interesting. Dear Mr. Dutko, you have reached a new all-time low. Yesterday, on his show, Bob Dutko interviewed none other than Banana Man himself, Ray Comfort. One sec, let me adjust the camera. Look good? Okay. And I literally couldn't believe it. I shrieked. I'm thinking, no way. The Banana Man on Dutko's show. It's too good to be true. You get two ill-informed, ignorant fools for the price of one. And on the show, what Bob was talking to Comfort about was his 150th anniversary version of Origin of Species. For those of you who don't know, a couple years ago, to mark the 150th anniversary of Darwin's On the Origin of Species, Comfort put out a special edition where he had like 150 something pages of introductions where he gives a timeline of Darwin's life and a bunch of stupid stuff about how Darwin didn't know about the DNA code, Darwin and atheism, evolution and atheism, the connection of evolution to the Holocaust, and all this mindless disinformation. I mean, yes, Darwin didn't know about DNA, but now we do, and it still matches up with his idea. The thing is, what he was positing wasn't dependent on DNA. However, the idea has been enhanced through DNA. What Darwin said, Origin of Species, as I've discussed in a previous video, is not the evolutionists' Bible. It was an idea that got the theory rolling. And now we have powerful evidence to support this idea. Okay? Darwin's Origin of Species is not held on a pedestal the way people like Ray Comfort and Bob Dutko think so. I mean, if you're interested in science history like I am, oh, it's a fantastic read. But, Newton wasn't, he didn't know how gravity worked. He didn't know how space-time distortions affected the movement of planets. He didn't know about particles, well, not particles, but atoms. But now we do, and they still match up with his ideas. So you don't throw out ideas just because they're old, and just because the person who started the theory wasn't aware of all the factors. But what I really love is, over the course of the discussion, Ray kept talking about, the atheist and evolution, as if atheism and evolution must go hand in hand, when the truth is, it's just Ray's ignorant, vapid, personal interpretation of his chosen holy book in his preferred religion, and nothing else. And afterwards, even better, Bob talked about how contained in Ray Comfort's book is information that the evolutionists and the atheists aren't going to let you know. When, of course, Darwin's life isn't often going to be discussed at great length in a biology class, because it's a biology class, not a history class, not a Darwin class. In biology, you study biology, not magic, not creationism, science. Okay? And it's not like the information contained within this book... Oh shoot, this camera's mirrored, isn't it? Oh well. The information contained within Ray Comfort's BS, butthole, crap, garbage, poopy head, moronic, idiot, dumbhead, butthead, dumbbrain book is not, some conspiracy theory cover-up information. This is stuff that's known to people. I don't personally know Darwin's religious views. I don't give a shit. He was a scientist. That's what matters. The science is what matters. Not what a person's personal beliefs and religious beliefs are. And during the discussion, it's like two little kids talking about how clouds stay up in the air, because they both asked this question that is often asked in the book, in Ray Comfort's work, this included, Well, did the heart develop first? Did the blood develop first? If you knew how biological organisms work, you wouldn't ask these kinds of questions. But they don't. Neither of them do. None of these creationists actually know about how biological systems work, or they wouldn't ask these questions. These things develop together. There are animals that don't have circulatory systems like us alive today that are remnants from animals long ago because they have entered into a evolutionary niche where they don't have to adapt and change to the point where their speciation takes them to a completely different, you know, shape and look and location. That's a completely simplified version of that, but it's just I'm amazed at just how powerfully ignorant these two men are, and together, God, they're like the goddamn dynamic duo, I tell you. And nothing in this book is special secret information. It's really a shame too, because he wanted to get this book put into academic, places of learning. It says it's a higher education edition of Origin of Species, designed for use in schools, colleges, and prestigious learning institutions, and it's no damn good. I think P.Z. Myers said it made him cry. But actually, this book is actually like one of my personal favorite things I own in my entire book collection, and I have a lot of books. That's like 1/5 of them. But I'm also noticing, Mr. Dutko, that you are not having people on anymore to debate you. You'll have people who will pat you on the back with your silly, obnoxious beliefs, but you refuse to have anybody on your show who will actually challenge what you're saying. And better yet, worse yet, you won't have actual scientists on anymore. And I know why. It's because you are afraid. And you have nothing to stand on but your own ignorance and stupidity. This is the G-Man of VAP signing off. I will see you next time.